morning, children. Welcome back to online classes. Today, I'm going to teach you a new poem. The name of the poem is Foreign Lands, written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Now, before I could start with this poem, I would like to give you a short briefing about the poet. Robert Louis Stevenson was a Scottish writer and a poet who liked to travel to different places. His journey formed the basis of many stories. His well known books of poems are A Child's Garden of Verses and Songs of Travel and other verses. So please pay attention while I read and explain this poem. Now, this poem is about a small little boy who one fine day climbed up on top of a cherry tree. And what did he saw and how is he expressing his feelings? Okay, so let's begin. I will recite the poem and I will explain it stanza wise. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad on foreign land. As I have told you before, this was a little boy who one fine day climbed up upon a cherry tree and he saw a different world altogether. Now, why I say that this child saw a different world altogether, this little boy saw a different world altogether. Now, I say this word because this child was confined only to his house. He was not allowed to leave his house or go out of his house. See, he lived only in his house. One fine day, when he got a chance to climb this cherry tree, and when he climbed this cherry tree, he saw different places. He saw the world from that tree and he was admiring the beauty of the world. Okay. I saw the next door garden lie, adorned with flowers before my eyes, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. Now, the first thing that the child noticed when he climbed up the cherry tree was his neighbor's garden, and how his neighbor's garden was decorated with beautiful flowers, with different color, beautiful flowers, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before, and many other beautiful places that he could see from that branch of the cherry tree which he had never seen before. He could see the world from top of that cherry tree and other places which he had never seen before in his life, as he was not allowed to leave his house and go out. I saw the dimpling rivers pass and be the sky's blue looking glass. The dusty roads go up and down with people tramping into town. Now, when this child was on top of this cherry tree, he could see the dimpling rivers, means the turning and twisting, the winding rivers pass. Okay, winding rivers pass and flowing into other big rivers, and be the sky's blue looking glass. Now, the sky, the reflection of the sky that fell on the water, it reflected like a mirror to the child. Now, the water was looking completely blue, and the child could see the sky, blue sky, and clouds in that water of that river. The dusty roads go up and down with people tramping into town. Now, when he climbed up that cherry tree, he could see roads leading to different directions, roads going to different places, and people walking, means tramping over here, people walking up and down, going to different places, visiting different places, tramping on that dusty road, walking into town and going out of town and traveling to different directions. If I could find a higher tree, further and further I should see, to where the grown-up river slips into the sea among the ships. Now, in the second last stanza of the poem, the child wish to have another higher tree. Why does he wish to have another higher tree, another big tree? He wished that if he had another higher tree or another big tree, he could climb on the tree and see where these grown up rivers, where all these huge big rivers that were connecting, and where do they flow, to which sea, or to which how do they flow into the big sea, these big rivers flowing into the sea, and to see the ships sailing on those sea, into the sea among the ships, to see the ships sailing on the sea, on those on that grown up rivers that had slipped into the sea, and to see the ships sailing on it. To where the roads on either hand lead onwards into fairyland, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. Now, in the last stanza of the poem, the child is imagining, he's dreaming, he's fantasizing. Okay, he's fantasizing, he's imagining, he's dreaming, he's fantasizing. To where the roads on either hand lead onwards into fairyland. This line over here is, this child is now dreaming, he's thinking, or he's imagining, or he's fantasizing about a place which we only can think when we are fast asleep and in our dreams. In our dreams, he's trying to fantasize a place where fairyland, where things come alive. Okay, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. Now this child is trying to fantasize about a land where all the children can have their dinner at 5, and after 5 where all the playthings, where all the toys, they come alive. They come alive and they all play with this little child. So this is the poem all about. Children, I want you to read the poem and listen to the explanation of this poem as many times as possible. Until then, thank you.